So most of my work comes from road trips and has for, I don't know, the last 10 years or so, but I've been making road trips with my husband since architecture school about 25 years ago or so, and this is what we do for fun. We get in the car and go look for crazy landscapes. I don't know, things that you think you'd never see on this planet. My husband's an architect and a photographer, and usually I have his camera while we're driving, so I'm shooting out the window and looking for, I don't know, probably pictures he'd throw away. And then when we see something that he can't pass up, we stop and he starts taking photos, and I'll stop and draw, do something like that. But we've learned not to be dangerous. Yeah. So this one was from a trip to the east side of the Sierras, and we drove from Mono Lake down to the White Mountains and then back up 395, and this storm was rolling in over the mountains as we drove up the highway, and we must have stopped 20 times to take photos of the clouds because it was so cinematic. Yeah. We love driving on this road, and every time you go it's different, and we'd never seen a storm like this, so it was pretty special. Yeah. And then as far as the rest of the pieces in the show, all of them are from California, and most of them are kind of close to the Bay Area, and certainly places I drove to from the Bay Area. There's one in particular that shows the view through the windshield of the car as you're driving down I-5, and it happened to be a really dry day with blue sky and just contrails passing, weaving up above you, and so I thought it was fun to paint that view through the windshield, but also some of the stuff that had stuck to the windshield a little bit, so you get that sense of being in the car. And then there's one painting of the underside of the Bay Bridge that was torn down, so get to see that view again if it was familiar to you. And I find that the things that I think are going to be exciting or produce lots of work actually tend to be almost too iconic to make a painting of. And so it's usually the moments in between those that become interesting, and it'll be something out in the landscape that's blurry, and something about the light that changes that's interesting. And I like those little moments that you maybe don't think about, because when you remember your trip, I saw the Grand Canyon, you don't remember those strange little rocks that you saw along the road. So I like to catch those little moments.